just didn't look. I just don't learn, guys. I told you I was gonna cut my phone off when I'm fishing, but man, I at least turn my ringer down. All right, man. You think I'd almost have planted that, but I have been miles today, miles. So this fish is very welcome. Oh, well, I guess that noise didn't scare him. He's right there 10 feet from the boat, and I keep my ringer so loud because if I'm working in a tractor or something, I want to be able to hear it. But but I'll cut it down for you guys so it don't bust your eardrums. I did that on the last time. Oh well. I wonder what kind of insurance they want to sell me today. Oh, that's a pretty fish. Thank you guys for coming out, if I didn't mention it. And I'm back here in the lake that I hadn't fished in a little while, but I decided to come this direction. But I went through the marsh to get here. I mean, I went through marshes after marsh. Uh-oh. Yep, there he is. I don't have a lot to hang up on underneath this thing. Good thing. But I've seen 2 redfish in the mile of marsh, and I'm going through ground like this where I can see everything that's there. So they definitely have dropped out of it. But in this main ditch, I couldn't feel the bottom, so I don't know how deep that water is. And he's not hooked through and through, but if I don't give him no slack, maybe we'll get him up here. Get up here, fella. Big old chunky rascal. Big chunky rascal. Man. Here I am wanting some fresh fish, and I mean, he's not oversized. Well, he's 26. That's not terrible. I hate taking big ones, but man, after the mile or 2 miles, I'm telling you, miles of all that. I think he was meant for me anyway, with him biting after that phone ring and everything. I thought for sure he was a goner, but he wasn't. That's just heavy fish. Well, that'll make my day if I never get another one. But we just got to this lake. A lot of you guys know where it's at. No, you know, it's no secret. This highline wire will probably give it away, but it's a long ways to get here. But anyway, we're gonna try to work down this bank. Hopefully we'll see a couple more. We don't know. And we got another little, it goes around a little pocket there that gives another windbreak. So all right, enough talking, let's get on to it. All right, guys. Oh, there's one that made a boil right there too. Well, y'all see the power line over there, so that's how far it came down the bank. But I didn't see anything until right there, and then there must have been 2. There's a little ditch. Oh, there's still flounder up here, guys. That is a huge flounder. Look at that. That's a double boil, and it's clipping out. I thought they'd all be gone out of this far up marsh or this lake. All right, I need to put a stake down. But yeah, I stood up. Just as I stood up, I saw this fella. Boy, he took it down pretty deep. All right, well, we can't complain about that. There just ain't no use in doing that at all. That's awesome. All right, fella, you done? I see it down there. I got some new hookouts too. I had never tried them out. Maybe you'll be the first one. Yep. But we didn't make it over that windbreak over there. But well, this is looking a whole lot better, man. It was a gamble going up in the marsh when all this, you know, in this area, because settle down, fella. You trying to poke a hole in my craft or what? I want to keep patching holes. Uh-oh. Come back here. Oh, well, we might lose this guy after all. Hey, I thought you was a professional. I never claimed to be a professional. Well, I used to be a guide, but that don't make you a professional. Well. No, you just need to get your hand on him. And I really don't like them bogos. I mean, I know I'm going to offend some people, but, and you know if you used them so many times, you rip all this out, you know, and they'll heal up. They will. They're pretty tough fish, but, you know, sometimes they don't. Sometimes that's their doom. You turn them loose. If you're keeping them, it's not a big deal, but if you're, yeah, I'm having to reach down in there. I don't know if you guys can see my new hook outs. I got them kind of tethered to my chair with a shorter line, so I can't probably let you guys see everything. All right. Well, what do we got here? Just a really good fish, about 24 incher. Yeah, he's a lot less fish than that last one, but he's a good keeper. All right, all that drama. But hey, that's fishing. Oh, it was supposed to be mostly cloudy today, and I'm blessed. The Lord blessed me with some light. I said, well, I'm going to go anyway and see. Maybe I could see them in this real shallow water. Although the tide is not as low as it has been. It don't supposed to get that low. The cycle of the tide don't supposed to drop that far. It's going out, but it's supposed to flatten out here in a little while. All right, guys, we're gonna go on and drift on downwind around the corner and see if we can run across one more anyway. So, all right, fellas, see you in a bit. All right, guys, I just rounded that point I just was talking about a second ago, and I might have hooked this guy. It was pretty high in the water, and he'd come up to the top to grab it, so I don't know. A lot of times that ain't my favorite. They may not get it real deep like that, but we'll see. I need to put that stake down. I don't want to be across this creek just in case we don't get this rascal. I don't want to have to paddle that far back against the wind. All right, well, he's a pretty rascal. He's a little more golden than them last two. Yeah, I had one. They're real aggressive today. I mean, super aggressive. If fish bit this aggressive every day, look at that. Oh, I think this bank is gonna be loaded with them. I don't know, we might go down just looking around, but I can see him running, easing through the water over there. That's a big one. But this is a good one here too. But yeah, this is a super aggressive day. Man, there's not like, it's been probably 4 or 5 trips that I've been out, and they just been so-so on the biting. But today you throw anywhere close and they just run super fast over to it. And I had one follow it, but it was, well, this little light jig, it catches a lot of wind. And even though it don't look like it's blowing, it don't take a lot to blow me off my mark. I might be casting right, and that'd just be a big if anyway. But even if I cast right and I don't lead it, you know, the wind's blowing this way, you need to cast over that way, so it'll, you guys know. But nevertheless, I had bad throws, and he kept running after it, and then finally gave up when he was about, you know, 10 foot from the boat. What was that, 23 and a half or something? I think that's him again, busting down over there. Well, that makes a limit, guys, a good heavy limit too. They're all thick today. Well, guys, I don't know how much more of this I'm going to do. I don't want to really just catch them spook them out of here, because I might want to try to come up here again sometime. It's a nice lake, but everything has to really be right. It has to not have a lot of wind, for one, and the tide has to be just about right. But anyway, so guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and probably close it out, and if I happen to catch a bonus, I might just ease along a little bit, just to see how many's here. But like I say, we don't want to spook them out for nothing. And plus, once we get over there, it's going to be pretty much the wind is wrapping around and waves are already, you can see the calm water ends about right there in the corner. So the real good fishing was going to be right here, and then when I first came into this lake. But all right, guys. Oh my, that was just kind of, the second throw was a blind to get the knot out. A while ago when I jerked real hard, I kind of got the line pulled into the spool, so that cast ended short. But well, this is the bonus, fellas. You know, y'all, the fish I showed y'all that busted against the bank, I had to go try. That wouldn't be right? But anyway, let's go ahead and stake down. Oh yeah, just for fun, guys. That was fun. But it was kind of fun, but it's a lot funner when I chunk it out there and it ain't an accidental catch. Because that second throw, I was just I threw in the direction that he went. But like I say, they're so aggressive that you don't have to be very close. You get anywhere close, you know, anywhere where they could see it, and they're going to come running after it. And I can't really put a finger on what the conditions are that would make that difference. I've tried for years and years, even back in the days when I used to be a commercial fisherman for catfish, and I ran like 1,000 hooks. And so I knew from day to day, you'd catch real good one day and next day you may not. And I'm sitting there looking, exact same conditions, everything. I've never figured it out. You know, high pressure, low pressure, you know. But I do know there's certain days they will lay completely down and will not bite. And I mean, you can do whatever and you are not going to do any good. And I tell you that with the utmost confidence, because I have had out there it was a 6,000 acre private lake, so we could net them, we could do whatever. It was just like having a giant pond, but it was a largest natural lake, they say, in the state of Texas. There's bigger, but they're damned off to make them. I don't know if that's true, but 6,000 acres anyway is a big lake. And we could net them or whatever. And on them days I'm talking about, it didn't matter, trot line, net, whatever, you wasn't getting them. You run that whole lake and you're not gonna even see one in the water. The next day, everywhere you look, you're in your wake, you can see them catfish running in your wake and stuff. So it's just, when they decide to move, they decide to move. But I'm fixing to decide to move on out. I think this video is getting long enough, but I do thank you guys for coming out again. And anyway, and I'm fishing with the same number 24 from H&H with a 1/8 ounce jig head. In case anybody's wanting to know, I'll get a lot of that. But I am thinking of changing it up, guys, just because, you know, you guys see me catch fish or something else, but it's still my favorite. You know, if y'all way back, for about 2 years, I used Chicken of the Sea from Down South Lures for just non-stop, and that bait still would be a killer bait, but they're a little more expensive. But in some instances, I think they'd be better. They have a great action. All of the Down South Lures, they have great action. So, you know, if I'm going to recommend, I'm going to recommend the Down South Lures, if you don't mind paying a little money for them. And these here, I'm thinking of ordering some of these in different colors, or talking to my academy and see if they can get some. I think the number 6 and the number 4 I was wanting to try. But okay, that's long enough. So thanks again for coming out. I want to say again, God bless, and we will see y'all next time. Good Lord willing.